Hi, what I would like to go over with you is the actual components that you would receive if you purchase one of our QCFC dead length collet chucks to adapt to your CNC lathe. We are able to adapt these to any different type of spindle nose that you have on your machine. This version of the base is an actual 140 millimeter flat back. They also come in an A25, A26, A28 spindle nose. This will actually mount to your spindle face. And then from there, you're going to be mounting the actual body to the base here. This body will house the actual collet that you're going to put in to hold your material. It's going to come with a backstop as well. In addition to that, you're going to have a blank draw screw that's going to need to be machined and adapted to fit to the draw tube on your machine. This adapter, once it's complete, is going to look something like this. This will actually be installed onto the body, and then that will screw onto the draw tube of your machine. It'll also come with all of your hardware components to do the final assembly of the dead length collet chuck. In addition to that, you're going to need collets to hold your workpiece, and we also have wrench for you. What we're going to do now is we're going to show how to install the base on the machine spindle. We need to make sure that the spindle face is nice and clean, so you'll want to blow any existing coolant or metal chips off of the face, wipe it off with a rag, and you're going to want to use a stone to make sure that the surface is nice and clean and there's no raised edges. Next step we're going to do after we put the base on the machine spindle is we're going to indicate that base in and tighten it up so that we have zero runout. All right, now we have the base installed on the machine spindle. We're going to take the actual body with the threaded draw screw, and we're going to install that onto the draw tube. So we're going to actually thread the draw screw and the body onto the draw tube. The draw tube is in the extended open position. To do this, you have to make sure you hold the body straight so you can get it threaded on straight. And we can line up our actual cap screw holes with the indentation lines that are on the base for easy alignment. And we're going to go ahead and insert all 6 of our cap screws. And basically what we're doing here is we are just getting these started into the base, but we're not tightening them. Once we have that, the next step is we're going to actually close the chuck. And then we tighten the cap screws. It's time for us to put our collet in. So we have our quick change wrench here that we're able to install into our collet and put it right into the chuck. Now that we have the collet installed into the chuck, we're going to take a 1-inch test bar and we're going to install that into the collet and check the runout. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to install the backstop on your QCFC dead length collet chuck. You're going to align the flats and insert the backstop into the collet chuck. Once you have that in there and aligned, you're going to take the actual pointed set screws and screw these into the V-groove on the backstop, which will hold the backstop in place. These set screws, there are 3 of them, 120 degrees apart. Once you have the set screws tight, you'll see that the backstop is nice and solid and there's no movement at all. And then we can take an additional set screw to put into the same thread, which will seat down on top of the pointed set screw, preventing it from backing out and also preventing chips and coolant to get into the chuck. At this point, everything's installed and you have your backstop in there nice and solid. You can adjust your actual bolt for your length for your part as needed. And to reverse the operation, you just do the opposite, remove the screws and pull your backstop out if you don't need to use the backstop.